We need to talk. I'm not really comfortable with your decision to refuse aftercare. Subdrop is serious, and as our scenes intensify, the likelihood increases. It's really not safe. Why is it a hard limit? I respect your decision, but I'd appreciate the courtesy of knowing why. Okay, tell me something. Is this a standing hard limit, or something that only applies to me? I'm not buying it, Eva. If it wasn't a trigger, you'd be able to talk about it. I see. You'd rather void our agreement than receive aftercare. I'm your dom. I'm here for you, and I'm willing to ignore my needs for the time being, if you promise me you'll tell me why this is a hot button for you. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Did I push you too hard this evening? Are you sore? You're stronger than you think. Was there anything you don't want to do again? Anything you're having second thoughts about? Yeah, you're probably going to be a little sore. A bath would help. I do worry about you. Telling me not to is like telling me not to breathe. Did you finish grading the papers? What grade level did you settle on? So we can't chat about the day's events. So if we encounter each other at a restaurant, I'm supposed to act like I don't know you? We aren't just a casual hookup. We have a history together. I can care about you as a human being, take an interest in your life, without the expectations associated with a relationship. Give me some credit. Obviously, I need to up my game. If the sex is so easy for you to toss aside, I must not be doing it right. Okay. Good night, Eva.
There you are. Grab a chair from the office.
Please, take this seat. I don't mind standing.
No, dear boy. You sit. Such manners. It's so rare these days. Daniel, drag in a chair. Eva looks tired. That's perfect. Come and sit on the other side of me. Eva, I'd like to introduce Gio Parma. Eva's my partner in crime and a true hero with the kids. We serve here at the Crisis Center together. Oh, you two knew each other from college? It's fate, that's what it is. Did you know this dear young man owns his own construction company? He's had such a booming year, he's looking for a tax shelter. By the grace of God and a little help from our social media blast, he heard about us. He's volunteered one entire crew free of charge for a whole week. 6 10-hour days. Do you realize what this means? Do you? All those extras we wanted for the new wing but couldn't afford are now within our reach. I think we need to postpone the grand opening. I want the press kit to include all the extra amenities. We just finished going over the work his crew is going to do for us. Could you please give Gio a tour for the new wing? While the photos I have here are quite good, he'll need to see the structure in person. I look forward to seeing you and your crew tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. 7 a.m. sharp. How did I find this place? Well, I refuse to lie, even though this is going to hurt my cause. I had you investigated. You wouldn't talk to me, and I felt like I had no choice. Yeah, you're right. I could have respected your privacy, but you've placed so many walls between us, I felt like I needed more information. No, technically, I didn't violate our agreement. Your stipulation was that we will not see each other socially, and this is work, not a date. Yes, you could have my membership at disciplination terminated, but you won't. You want the work done. Sister Carol wants the work done, and you'd never disappoint your friend. In the end, it's a win for everyone. Yeah, I know I fucked up, but I had no idea you'd think I'd scam a nun. Well, believe it or not, I do this type of thing occasionally. I happen to have a crew available, and if I don't keep them busy, they may go elsewhere. Finding top-notch help isn't as easy as it seems. You wouldn't talk to me about your life. I care about you, and I wanted to make sure you were really okay. Once I heard about the crisis center, and I knew I could help, it would have been wrong not to. Besides, I know you. The more entrenched we became in only seeing each other at the club, the less likely you'd be to change our pattern. You needed to understand that we can see each other in public without anything bad happening. No, I don't actually need a tour. Sister Carol was pretty detailed, and my foreman will want to look things over for himself. Come on, I'll see you to your car. This isn't a very safe neighborhood. So I'll see you tomorrow at disciplination? Oh, good. Well, if you took the night off, why don't we go to Dom's place? I can pick you up after work. Is that the CD I made for you? I can't believe you kept it all these years. You didn't know what? That I'd written that song? If you don't want to talk about it here, can I take you to dinner? I want to talk about this. Well, let's go to my house. It's on your way back home, and I'd really like to show it to you. Remember the house I designed in college? The house we were going to build together? Yeah, I went ahead and built it. I couldn't let that dream die. Let me show off a little bit. Sweetheart, I'll give you the grand tour, and then we'll talk a bit. That's all. No scening, I promise. I'm giving you my word. That might not have meant much in college, but I'm not that same guy. If you give me a chance, I'll prove it. Well, I wasn't expecting company. God, I am so nervous. We planned this house. You helped me design this every step of the way. I've never stopped thinking about you. Come on, let me show you the rest of the house. Yes, I stocked the bookshelves with classics. You once told me that kids imitated their parents, and it was important for them to see their parents read. I love you. I've never stopped. Back off, you're pressing too hard. These were my favorites growing up. I'm sure you know a lot of better ones. I have an office downtown where I meet clients, but I do as much work as I can here at home. With few exceptions, I built this house exactly the way we designed it. And that includes your dream office. Go ahead, open the door. What are you afraid of? Would it be such a bad thing if you fell for me all over again? Shit, what do those tears mean? Look outside. I made sure the view from this room showed all your favorite plants. The bower vines and bougainvillea that you love, a huge chinaberry tree, and a pine tree because you liked hearing the wind whisper through the needles. Yes, we can do this, if you'll let us. I love you. I always have, and you just admitted that you still love me. We're supposed to be together. Whoa, that's not what that song meant. It wasn't a warning that I was going to leave. I was spilling my guts out to you, telling you how much you meant to me and that I would protect you no matter what. I was a kid. I knew I was a dominant, but I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. Being raised around the lifestyle was a mixed blessing. My parents tried to shelter me, but I'd sneak down to the club. I was too young to understand the intent behind some of the scenes that I watched. That, combined with the intense need to preserve the members' privacy, had me convinced that my desires were wrong. I know now that there's nothing wrong with being a dominant, and I wanted to believe it then, but our backgrounds were so diametrically opposed, it just reinforced my concerns. I thought I was protecting you from my darker passions. When we made love and I couldn't stop fantasizing about a DS relationship, I thought the only way to protect you, to keep you safe, was to leave. I was wrong, and it cost us years. Please don't keep us apart any longer. I'm so sorry. I know I don't deserve a second chance, but I'm asking anyway. Hell, I'm begging you. Please, Eva, I won't let you down again. Okay, I can give you time, but no more shutting me out. We're going to talk about the past, and our future, and our day-to-day lives. It's the only way we're going to work through this. Shall we finish the tour? Yes, you once told me that wood gave a room a warm feeling, but you never specified what type of wood or what shade. So I went with a mosaic. In the kitchen, though, I went with tile that looks like wood, so it wouldn't be damaged by spills. The only change I made to the original design was I flipped the master bedroom and the garage. Yes, I originally wanted the bedroom to be in the back for added privacy, but once you see the view, I think you'll understand why I did it. Yep, I knew you liked watching the lights of the city. We used to sit on the roof of your dorm for hours enjoying the view. Back then, I didn't know they made one-way glass for residential use. Once I learned about that, I had to have it. We can see out, but no one can see in. You have no idea how many times I've dreamed of having you in this room, in my bed. No, like I said before, I don't usually see women outside of Dom's place. And I've been a little busy, first with school, and then building my business. Tell me something. You said, once I left, you slept with any man who showed an interest. Did I make you feel like you had something to prove? Is that why you acted the way you did in the hotel room during the wedding reception? It doesn't matter how many men you've been with. Whether it's 39 or 139, it doesn't matter. You own my heart. You always have. Remember sitting in those ratty old Chase lounges that we bought at a thrift store? We'd talk about everything. Well, my bed should be a little more comfortable. Sit down and talk to me. Tell me what my leaving did to you. I made you feel like you suck in bed, and that has affected everything else. Oh, damn, I am so sorry, Eva. You were perfect, and you still are. This whole mess was my fault. Can you ever forgive me? No wonder you didn't want me to hold you. You must hate me. Well, maybe you should. Stay with me tonight. I promise nothing will happen. I just want to hold you. Why? Why won't you let me hold you tonight?